welcome to Live and Let's Dice. My name is Jules and I'm here as always with Beanie.
Hello!
And today we've got something special for you because we are going to be showcasing a new format here on Live and Let's Dice. It is called Monday Night War. Basically, we were looking at old wrestling stuff and just got inspired by it. So what we've decided to do is film all of our Crusade battles here for you lovely people today. And it's going to be a long, grueling slog because Beanie has chosen the Imperial Fists and I am continuing with the Orcs. And as we were discussing on my Discord a while ago, the Orcs are in an interesting place. So let's see if all these power level and points changes are going to affect them for the better or for worse. Anyway, let's go and meet the Crusade armies and tell you their tale and why they're going to war. Yes! So here we are, this is my 50 power level Crusade army. Now, we won't be detailing every single rule that's within the Crusade option. GW have produced a free core rulebook that you can download that has some more information on that. So if there are any questions, let us know down below. But the basic premise is that for a Crusade, you build a 50 power level army and through requisition points, which are kind of like usable skill points, you can upgrade them, you can give them relics, warlord traits, you can customize your army. And as they go into battle, they will receive battle honors if they do well, or battle scars if they do not do well. I'm looking at you, burner bomber, that will probably die each and every battle that you are in. Now, the story behind this Crusade is that this big mech here, aka Gear Grinder, is on the quest for Y. Now, the reason why it is called the quest for Y is that once he was just a big mech who wanted to build the best motors, such as this shock jump dragster right here. But in order to get better and better, he started looking elsewhere at different races and trying to figure out how they made their vehicles fly or shoot lasers and things like that. And he thought to himself, it's to do with computers. So what he thought he'd do is build himself an AI brain. Problem was that he was the one that made it, and he chose himself to be the first recipient of said Orc brain, which was only ever going to be as intelligent as he was, and definitely no more. Considerably less. And now all he is a walking, clanking tin of bolts that says Y over and over again. But it was enough to get the attention of this weird boy here, who then saw this as a chant and started chanting it himself, drawing in the likes of the War Energy and all of these other grots, orcs, deathcopters, speed freaks, and unnamed sentient guns, because we don't bother putting grots on the bases, doesn't matter. All in the pursuit, the quest for Y. If you wanted a reason why individually, the looters want to rip stuff apart and find out why it works. The deathcopters wanted to see why, what's over the hill, what's over there. And then you've got the grots, which just thought, well, why not? We're going to get bullied otherwise. So yeah, that is my force, but today we're only playing a 25 power level battle, so if I do my magic clicking powers, you'll be able to see what I'm actually taking. And there we go, this is my 25 power level army for today's first battle. You can see that I've got 2 units of 10-man grots over here. I've got a unit of 10 boys. I've got Gear Grinder, who's going to lead the charge, who is a big mech with a custom force field. I've got a Power Claw hidden in this group over here. Gear Grinder has got a Grot Oiler, which means the first wound automatically goes to that pretty much. I've got 3 Met guns to give me some thundering smasher gun fun, and I've got a truck which has got a big shooter and a pincher, or not a pincher, it's a like a grappling hook claw thing. It's good for close combat, but it hits on 5s. Great. And then we've got the burner bomber up here, because obviously with orcs there's a lovely strat combo that goes around now with wildfire and then flying headbutt, and to be honest, I'm going to take every trick in the book I can get, because I need to level the playing field against Beanie's absolutely outstanding Imperial Force army. I mean, just here's a sneak peek. Look at it. Oh god. Oh. And here's Beanie's 50 power level Crusade force. Beanie, why don't you walk us through what you've got here?
Okay, so today my Crusade force is all around this chap at the back here, and his name is Bryn Everus. Ooh. And Bryn Everus in Welsh kind of means the immortal hill.
Amazing.
So this is his reawakening, coming back into this time, the Indomitus time. He knows nothing of the Primaris, so he has returned, and essentially for him, this is him getting to blood these people, and they've been around for centuries fighting, but he doesn't he's got nothing to go on this, so he needs to see it. So they're out to prove their mettle to one of the greatest heroes of the Imperial Fists.
Awesome. But shall we see what you've got in your 25 power level army for today?
Do the click thing.
I'll do the click thing. Here we go. This is Beanie's 25 power level Crusade force. You want to walk us through what you've got?
Yep, so I have brought myself a Primaris Captain with a power sword and an auto bolt rifle. I've spent 2 of my requisition points, which are like the Crusade currency.
You start with 5.
Yeah, and you get 1 for every fight.
Mm-hmm.
So I've given him the Warlord trait Indomitable, so he can't be wounded on a 1 to 3.
Yeah,
it's a 4+.
Disgusting.
Yeah, so he's pretty nails. And he's also got the relic, the Eye of Hypneth, so he will be acting like a lieutenant in the shooting phase on top of being a captain.
Mad.
And then to go with him, there is a 5-man squad of intercessors with Stalker bolt rifles, a auxiliary grenade launcher, and the Thunder Hammer on the chapter there.
Mm-hmm.
I've got a 3-man squad of aggressors with Flamestorm gauntlets. I've got some suppressors at the back with their big, long, silly guns.
Yep.
And Bryn has definitely come to see what these boys can do, and he has a twin las cannon, a giant smashy fist, and he's got a storm bolter under there because he's an Imperial Fist. Why not?
It's an insane amount of firepower for such a small Crusade force, and that is a lot of bodies to test it out on, so let's hope that they actually make it to the battlefield, which is the next thing to check out. So Beanie and I have rolled off for what mission we're going to be doing. We're kicking things off with Sweep and Clear. Now, this seems to be a very simple looking mission here. We've got a player A and B deployment zone with a nice center ground in the middle. What does that mean? Well, let's find out. Because here, the players alternate placing 4 objective markers on the battlefield, 1 at a time, starting with the attacker. 1 objective marker must be placed wholly within each deployment zone, and the other 2 must be placed wholly within the center ground area shown on the deployment map. Objective markers must be placed more than 6 inches away from any battlefield edge and more than 9 inches away from any other objective marker. And this is the sweep. Secure and sweep. In this mission, if you control an objective marker at the end of your command phase, it remains under your control unless your opponent controls it by the end of any subsequent phase, even if you have no models within range of it. So that means you don't basically need to have models on it to hold it. You can tag it and it is yours until the opponent says otherwise. The mission objectives are capture and control. At the end of each player's command phase, the player whose turn it is scores 10 victory points for each of the following conditions they satisfy for a maximum of 30 victory points. They control 1 or more objective markers. They control the objective marker in their opponent's deployment zone. They control more objective markers than their opponent controls, and you can't score this in the first battle round. And there again is the deployment map right there. So there's going to be 1 objective marker here, 1 there, 1 in the middle, and then 1 somewhere else. It's going to be quite an interesting one. Just got to capture and hold. Come on, boys, you can do it. Okay, so we are now picking our secret agendas. They're not allowed to be known by the opponent, and they allow you to basically score some experience points and some other things as well to bolster your army by doing secret operations on the battlefield. Now, considering that I'm going to lose potentially quite a lot of guys, I think that I'm going to choose this one right here. I'll let you read that for a moment. I won't read out loud because Beanie will know exactly what I'm doing. But yes, that's what I'm doing, and I'm choosing.
My mother was a saint.
So there we go. That's what I'm choosing.
Okay, now that I've been able to get rid of Jules, because he wouldn't leave for me to be secret, this is the one I'm going to choose, because he's got lots and lots of boys. So I'm going to shoot the boys. Lots. That's the plan. Reaper for me.
Brothers, the Emperor protects!
So Beanie's forces have started creeping up the battlefield. The giant venerable dreadnought has stomped its way round the train carriage, and the aggressors have taken up behind the satellite dish in a defensive position. The intercessors have started marching their way forward, desperate to try and get to that centre ground objective, because they know the sheer value of it all, and the suppressors have jumped over, ready to take aim at, let me guess. Oh yes, this... It's time for the Imperial Fist shooting phase. The Dreadnought is taking aim at, oh, you guessed it, the Burner Bomber. And he's hitting on 3s, because it's 2s normally, isn't it?
Yeah, but you don't get a penalty for move. Oh,
because it's hard to hit.
Hard to hit. Okay, so yeah, he's hitting on 3s, rerolling 1s because of my captain. So 3s, both hit.
Nice.
Wounding on 3s. Rerolling 1s again because of that wonderful relic, which is lucky because that was a 1. 2 wounds at -4.
Right, so 2 5-ups again because of the old big Mecky Mech. Big Schmeck. He's made 1 failed one, so it's D6 damage.
+1, because I am the Imperial.
Gasp, gasp. Oh, it's only a 3.
I'm going to command point that.
Oh, he's command pointing it. He's down to 1 command point. Oh. It's only a 2. He's got 4 wounds left.
Oh, no.
This is it. This is what we want to do. We want to sweat him. We want to sweat him with taking down this glorious yellow banana. It's offensive to the Imperial Fists. So the Intercessors, they thought that the job was getting done, but unfortunately it's still in the air, so they've got to fire their Stalker bolt rifles. Can they see it?
So these ones definitely can, and I do think you can see the wings up there.
Fine, it's all good. Right, okay, so hitting on 4s.
Yep. No, hitting on 5s, because they're heavy guns.
No, you can only modify it -1 at a time in
course,
9th edition, so it's only 4s. Re-rolling the ones. Okay. Whoa. It's only 1. Only 1, and it's a 5.
4, so it'll be 5. Nope.
Oh my goodness.
So
okay.
Whiffity whiffing.
So he has survived the Imperial Fist shooting phase.
Ooh, is he within 24 of the storm bolt?
You know what? For shits and gigs, yes, he is in range.
No, he's not.
Is he not actually? Oh my god! He's made it! He's made it!
Oh no.
I didn't even give this guy a name because I didn't think they would survive us at that first time, but here we go.
Oh. Well, that didn't go very well.
You took a considerable amount of wounds off of it, but I understand that this is your one turn to really shine.
Yeah, it's, booing!
This'll be great!
We are back for Orc turn 1. There's been a slight reshuffle of the mech guns over here to get line of sight down to the venerable Dreadnought that's hiding behind the train car down there. The Grots and Big Mech Gear Grinder have decided to stay still to cap this objective, even though they don't need to, it's just staying out of sight. The truck has zoomed up ahead. I've put the boys in the back, hence why the big knob is standing there. These Grots over here, they are completely fearless. They have charged over the pillbox and are trying desperately to grab this objective. I don't think they're going to do it. At the end of the Burner Bombers movement, it's going to do 2 strats. One is going to be Wildfire as it drops its big burner bomb. It's going to choose to drop the first burner bomb onto these lovely Intercessors here, and then within 6 inches of them, it's going to spread like wildfire into the suppressors over here. What I do is I roll a dice for each model in this unit here, and I add 1 if it's an infantry unit, and on a 5-up, they suffer 1 mortal wound, so it'll be a 4-up in the case of these 2 units here, but it's a 5-up for wildfire. And then, after that, he's just going to do flying headbutt for 1 CP and just smash straight into the ground and do 3 flat mortal wounds to everything around him in a very, very disgusting bubble right there. So we'll see how that goes after I roll some dice for Wildfire and the Burner Bomb. So for the Burner Bomb ability, I am looking for 4s in order to do mortal wounds to the Intercessors. That is 3 mortal wounds straight away through to there. And then the Wildfire strat is going to pop off, so I roll 3 dice here. And on a 5-up, they take a mortal wound. And that is 1 mortal wound on them. And now I'm going to spend another CP, so that brings me down to 2, and it's the flying headbutt trick. Get used to this, unfortunately, because Orcs, they have got very few options to level the playing field, bar literally leveling the playing field. So yes, he is now reduced to 0 wounds, he is completely dead, but every unit within 6 inches suffers a flat 3 mortal wounds. So, Beanie, if you would do the honours, please.
poison.
I know, I hate myself for using it. Right, so there is the aftermath after the flying headbutt. The battlefield is looking a bit thinner right now, but there is more shooting to do, and we are going to move over to the MEK guns, who are going to target the venerable dreadnought at the back. So we're rolling a d3 to find out how many shots they have apiece. I'm just going to roll them all together because they're all targeting the same option. So that is for 2, 3, 4, 5. 5 shots in total. And this is getting a -1 to hit. So this is hitting on 5s. So there's 1 with the Daka. Nope, so it's only 1 hit, and what I do is I roll 2d6. If it's higher than its strength, then it wounds. So it's a toughness of 8, I imagine.
7.
Oh, it's a 7.
It's got to be more.
I think it's equal to or greater then. So it's a 7. I'm just going to double check the rules. Be right back. So that's gone straight through his armor because it's -4, so it's d6 damage, and that is 5 damage.
Oh, right, so 5 feel no pains.
Here we go, 5 feel no pains.
I made 2.
Nice.
So he's lost 3.
And there's nothing else that I think can shoot at him. I think that maybe the big gun, the big shooter from the truck. But I will just double check with that. So in doing the big shooter from the truck at the dreadnought as well. So hitting on 5s. 1 hit. Death Skull's going to re-roll 1. No. And then it's wounding on 5s, is it?
Yeah, shoot him.
Ooh. No, definitely not. Right, and that is the end of my phase. There's nothing to charge, there's nothing to score, so now we move into Imperial Fists, turn 2. Of course, we've got to do some morale, so we'll start with the suppressors at the back.
So, they can't, lost 2.
Yep.
They lost 3, so I need to get 5 or lower.
It's a 4, you are fine.
I'm fine, and there's no one else to take morale, because they only lost 1 over there.
Yep.
Right, well,
Perfect.
that was horrible.
The time is now, brothers!
Okay, so Beanie has done his movement. Bean, describe what's going on.
Panic. I've lost nearly, like, everything. I'm so sad. So, the suppressor has bravely run away, and he can see that truck, so he's going to shoot him in the ass.
Yes, he is.
Flamey McGee's over here have come up to try and get that objective as quickly as they can.
Yep.
Everything else is trying to shimmy around this rock to stay away from those bastards.
Yep.
And he's moving up.
Awesome. So why don't we move into the shooting phase, because there's no psychic phase at all to speak of. What are you going to shoot at?
Okay. So, I will start with the 2 stalkers into the truck.
Cool.
So, 4s, rerolling 1s. 1 hit, wound on 5s. Cool, wound.
Nice.
This is the tactical doctrine, so it'll only be -2.
Okay, -2, so that puts the truck up, I believe, to a 6 up. It fails dramatically.
2 damage.
Oh no. Okay, so just going to try and use the truck's ramshackle ability. If I get a 6, it reduces the damage from 2 to 1. It's a 6, so he only takes 1 wound, so that is, he's on 9.
Aggressors, the one here can hit the truck, so this is going to be 2d6 for 7.
Oh, that's nasty. There we go.
5s. So 1, 2, so 3 wounds, and it's at -1 because we are in the tactical dog.
Ooh, okay, so 3 5-ups then. Ooh. Make 1, fail 2. How much damage is it apiece?
Just 1.
Okay, so...
There's no ramshackle for that.
Nope, not at all. There we go. It's down to 7.
Okay, so now we are going to do the 3 shots from my captain into the Gretchen over there.
Yep, hidden. There we go.
Hitting on 2s.
3s will be, not that it matters.
Oh, 3s.
Yeah.
Yes. And now it will be... What toughness are they?
Gretchen a toughness 2.
Okay, so it will be wounding on 2s, rerolling 1s.
Not that you needed to.
Right, so this is only a -1.
They have a 6-up save normally.
Cover.
There's no cover whatsoever, so that is 3 dead grots.
Good.
Sorry, boys. You're going to a better place.
Okay, now we will go on to the suppressor back here who's going to shoot the truck.
Yep.
So he's got 2 shots, hitting on 4s because he moved. 1 hit. That is toughness 6, isn't it?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so this will be wounding on 3s. Okay, that is a wound.
AP minus?
-2.
Okay, so 1 6-up save. Nothing, and let's do some ramshackle. And nothing, so that's another 2, so that he's down to 5.
Cool. And now for the Venerable Dread.
Yep.
So he has got 4 shots with his Storm Bolter for those Gretchen and their face.
Oh no.
So shooting in, this will be on a 3.
Yep.
Rerolling 1s. but not 2s. But that's an explosion because I'm an Imperial Fist and
Damn right
we
you
love bolters.
Yes, you do.
Right, so 2s, rerolling 1s. Okay, so -1.
So that's another 3 dead. Oh, boys.
I'm hoping I can make them run away.
No. Well, they're definitely going to fail their morale. It's just that hopefully the new morale in 9th will allow me to keep at least one of them.
Right, so the 2 las cannon shots are going to go into your smasher guns at the back.
Yep, that makes a lot of sense.
Okay, so hitting on 3s, rerolling 1s.
Nice.
2 hits. What are they toughness?
They are toughness 6, but I will just double check. So these will be winning on 3, so toughness 5.
2, so -3.
Okay, so that would put them up to a nothing save. Nope, so that is how much damage?
D6.
So 4, so it's still alive, and the next one's dead. Yep. Cool, so one of them is destroyed entirely. Bye-bye, mech gun. So Beanie has said that the aggressors and the intercessors are going to charge the truck. We need to find out how far this is going to be. Well, why don't we just roll and we'll figure that out afterwards. It's
for them.
Potentially.
Maybe, and for the intercessors.
It's a snake eyes.
The intercessors don't want to go anywhere.
Okay, let's see. 6 inches. It'll bring them to the point of the defensible terrain, which they are within 2 inches, but I think that only applies to infantry. I'm not entirely sure.
Does. So I am going to spend the command points to
re-roll
that 6.
Here we go.
Because I've got to re-roll both.
Yeah.
As per the new game.
That's much better. So they are in there. Okay, so 9 attacks on the charge, hitting on
4s.
Big boys coming in with big fists.
Big food.
And then strength.
8.
Oh, that's wounding on 3s.
Oh, damn you!
AP minus.
3.
So there's no save.
So 2d6. 2d3.
I was about to say, dude.
So that's only 3.
Okay, he's still alive with 2. Oh wait, no, he's got to. Was one of them a multiple? I'll roll for Ramshackle. Does Ramshackle count for all attacks? Oh, amazing. He goes back up 1 wound. This truck, give no. Doot doot. Okay, the truck's gonna fight back. I'm gonna have
they've got pinchy things to do.
I'm gonna take a look and see what weapon it's got. So the truck's gonna attack back with its 1 attack, the grabber claw, and it's hitting on 5s. It's wounding on 4s. Oh Jesus Christ! Don't 3. Yeah, no, it doesn't count. But it does -3 D3 damage. So they're looking for 5s. It hits!
You lucky bastard!
But will it wound though? Will it wound? I'm gonna use the yellow dice tray. Oh, I'm not, because I'm gonna completely miss it. It's a 1. Well, the truck.
Physical prowess.
Yes.
Wow.
Yes. But it survived. That's okay. Is there anything else? Yes, there is. There's the morale for the grots. They definitely failed this, so 1 automatically will.
Right, and because they're half strength,
yep.
It's roll 2 dice, and on a 1 or a 2 they'll run.
Yes, so it's a 3 because there's 3 left. And here we go. Bruh. Oh no, two more run, but 1 stands firm. Yes, my beautiful grot baby. And that's the end of your turn. You scored 10 victory points for that one over there because you held it at the beginning of your command phase. So take a note of that. And I assume it moves into Orc turn 2.
Yes.
Ooh.
This is gonna hurt so much!
So we're back after my movement phase for the second turn. I have moved the grots over here to get a line of sight at these aggressors. I do not think they will do any damage, but you never know with grot pistols. The big mech has moved slightly to the right there, just shimmying out of the way, providing some buff for them. The mech guns have stayed stationary because they can see all they need to see up there. The lonely grot has decided to try and take this objective. Will he hold it? It's unlikely, but he will try his best. And the truck has moved around here after deploying all of the boys here ready to charge into the aggressors because Beanie's got no command points, so I don't have to worry about bloody Overwatch.
Yes, you do. I've got 1. Yes, I do. I've got 1 for Overwatch. I said
boo. This is big boo energy. In that case, then, we're going to go into the shooting phase, and let's have some fun. Okay, so the grots are going to fire all of their grot pistols into these guys here. They're hitting on 4s. Oh, dear Christ, boys. Really,
2 hits.
That was 2 hits out of all of this, and there's no DACA. Absolutely pathetic right there. And they're wounding on their strength. Pistols are 3, so it's going to be 5s. It's 1 wound, no AP, surprisingly.
So 3s.
No,
Power
absolutely
armor,
nothing.
thank God, stood firm against a grot gun.
All of the sluggers from the boys are going to go in, so that's another 10 shots into the aggressors as well. So let's see if they fare slightly better. Here we go. In on 5s. There is, again, no Daka.
Whoa,
This is...
what's that, like 3 hits?
Going to re-roll 1 for Death Skulls.
Yeah,
There's the
I got
Daka.
you, Daka.
And... did I knock off... I think I knocked off a 5 there.
Yeah, you
like
had 1 5. No,
Oh,
you had 1 there, 1 there, 1 there.
Okay,
so,
cool.
Yeah, you had...
There we go. Right, so 3 hits and wounding on 5s again. That's 2 wounds.
No AP.
No.
So takes a wound.
Takes a wound. The mech guns are going to sally up and they are going to fire. They might as well fire at the Venny Dreddy or Dreddy Venny, whatever you want to call them. So this is 2d3 shots. So it's 4 shots going into him.
Ouch.
Hitting on 5 still because they are shooting through the dense terrain. Oh my! That is two Dakas and 3 hits. And no more conversions on that. Right, okay, so this is, we're looking for 7s on these to wound. So the first one, 5, 6 does not wound. The second one, definitely wounds. And the third one, it wounds as well. So there's 2 wounds coming in, -4 AP, so it's just 2d6 damage, is it? And that is a 3. He's only got...
if I get a 6...
Oh, I might command point this. I'm going to command point this 1. And we all know my love of command point re-rolling a 1 into another 1. It's a 2 this time, so it's 4.
So I need to make 2 6s.
Pathetic! That's so bad. Good, good. I knew that there was a reason. Does he explode? Come on, take your own boy out with you. Feel my pain. It's a 4, damn.
What pain? You had a fucking laugh right at this game.
And you know what? I'm just going to add salt to the wound, and this grot is going to fire at that intercessor right there. Come on. Come on. Daddy really wants this one. It's a miss. Good. Good. The twin... sorry, the big shooter. Going to go into their intercessors as well. From the truck. That's 1 hit and 1 Daka. That's another hit. Okay, so that's 2... Strength 5, so 3s. That's 2 wounds. Whoop. And that's another wound that scrapes its way through. Interessant. Okay then, that's all of my shooting done. It is time for some charges. And I'm going to spend my last 2 CP just to do something silly and very orky, and I'm going to declare ramming speed. Yay! This is going to be fun. I get to roll 3d6 when making a charge move, and when a unit that finishes, an enemy unit within 1 inch of it, when it finishes it, on a d6, it takes d3 mortal wounds. Now the question is, do I try and finish off the intercessors, or do I try and finish off the warlord? It's a truck, it's not going to do much else. Okay, and we are back. I have decided to spend the last 2 command points on ramming speed, and I'm going to target... I still don't know. So on a 1, 2, 3, it's going to be the Warlord. On a 4, 5, 6, it's going to be the Intercessors. Let fate decide. It is the Warlord. We are going in against your boy. He's not even the Warlord. I'm just so used to him being that. So I roll 3d6, and then we figure out if he's made it in. I say that he is probably likely very much made that in, because it's a nice 7-inch there.
Yeah, fine.
Cool. So now, once he's in, we roll a d6, and on a 2-up he suffers d3 mortal wounds. So he does suffer d3 mortal wounds, but how many does he take? How many does he take? He takes 1.
Good, because
Broom.
that would have been horrible.
Bang. Down to 2. And then, I mean, it's how many? 2d6 auto hits.
You do know, though, that you've brought them into combat.
It's fine. He's not going to survive. Okay. So this will be a case of... Do I want to take 4d6 auto-hitting flamers that are strength 4? Are they? I mean, it seems really stupid, but then again, this is just a fun game, so yeah, why not?
Who are you going to charge with?
I'm surprisingly going to declare the Grots first, to see if they can make the charge in.
Okay. Well,
So.
I'll pay for a watch.
Cool. So, do your d6.
Actually, can Can I even hit with my Overwatch?
Oh, you got to be within 8, haven't you? Hold on. So I am declaring the Grots to charge in. They are both in range. So Beanie's paid for Overwatch, and it is this many auto hits on the Grots.
Oh my god.
Oh my! I might actually survive if he makes it into combat, obviously.
2s.
Oh my god.
So -1.
Oh my god. Well, he's got his 5 up invulnerable save, which does imply there. So how many is that? 5?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, jeez, don't kill your own models, Jules. Okay, so 5 ups. Yeah, none. Okay, so 5 Grots die on the charge in. But do they even make it? Let's find out. This is 2d6. Here we go. They probably do, because that's 8 inches, and I had to be 8 inches away, so they are in there. Yay. I'll move them out of the movement tray in a minute. And the boys are also going to declare a charge against them as well.
So then you got 3.
Oh, they've only just got in from the big knob. Oi. And at least they can activate again.
To my balls.
So we've done all of the pile-in here. We might as well start with this. So we've just done all of the pile-in there. I didn't knock off that just now. We're going to start with the Grots, because they are clearly the primo damage dealers of my army. So we've got 5 Grots coming in, hitting on 5s, I'm pretty sure. Do you know what? That's not bad. That's 2.
That's 2.
Strength 2 versus toughness 5. 6s. Nothing. Okay, cool. Right. Well, now we got that out of the way. The warm-up act, as it were. The boys are going to step in, and I'm just going to calculate how many I can do. So it'd be 1, 2, 3, 4, and then it's within a ½ inch of a model that's in it. So these 2 here, these guys at the back will not. So that is 7 times 2, so 14 attacks coming in on these guys here. So I'm just going to get some dice and we'll roll up. Okay, so we've got 14 that can attack the aggressors, just the regular boys, so they're hitting on 3s. And no Orky Dackers in combat, because we are not Goths, but he can re-roll 1 failed one. And there we go. Remember, Death Skulls can re-roll 1 failed, 1 hit, wound, and damage.
Master Artisan.
And yeah, they are Master Artisans. So this is Strength 4, so 5s. And re-rolling 1 failed one. Cool. That is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 wounds at no AP.
So 5 3-ups.
Oh,
Whoa,
the Emperor protects! Boo earns.
Who earns?
And now the big knob is going to go in with his power claw. He's hitting on 4s. That's 3 hits. And this is strength 10, because they are strength 5 flat, so that's wounding on 2s, is it? Mm-hmm. Oh, 1 miss. Damn you. Oh, but I can re-roll a failed one. Damn you! Okay, so this is 2 wounds at -3.
Okay, so 6s.
So that is new. So this is 2d3.
So 1 at a time.
And I can re-roll 1 damage roll if I don't like the results. The first one is 1. I'm going to re-roll that one. Okay, so he's still...
So
it's basically just 1 dead.
Yeah, so you kill this guy, he dead.
Boo! Okay.
And he's gonna fight back.
He is indeed.
So he's been charged, he is a sergeant, he has 5 attacks on his flamers.
Oh, nasty.
And he is going to do it onto the boys.
Yeah, makes a lot of sense.
4s. So he hits 3 times.
Nice.
The Emperor is with him. Strength 8, so 2s.
Yep.
The Emperor crushes him.
And that's just 3 dead, because there's no save against that. Ooh, ouch. And now we go over to the real pièce de résistance, the pincher claw from the truck. It fails dramatically. Do you want to strike back?
Yes, and obviously because you decided to come into there and range, there's also going to be a thunder hammer for your troubles. Okay, so we will start with my with the choppy power sword.
Sure.
So he has 5 attacks and then ones.
Ooh.
All hit.
Nice.
But it's only strength 4.
Okay.
So 5s to wound. So only 1 wound.
One wound.
3.
There's no save for that. So how much damage?
Only the 1.
Only the 1, so he's down to 2.
But now the
Thunder hammers and everything like that coming in.
Yeah. So they didn't charge.
No, they did not.
So it'll be 3 attacks. They all miss.
Yes.
And 2 attacks from the other guy. Reroll 1. 1 hit. Wound on 5s. Nope.
Oh my god, the truck! The truck survived! Yes! Truck! Oh, the truck's great, isn't it? Everyone loves the truck. Right, anyway, that's the end of the combat. I've got morale would automatically be passed here because I've only lost 3, and it's a leadership of 7 because it's, you have orcs as many as there are in the group.
Counts grots.
The grots, however, will have failed because they have lost 5 and they have a leadership of something like that, so 1 will automatically go. Bye-bye.
Now,
And that's 4.
Half.
Yep, and so we're looking for 1s. Well, we're not looking for 1s and 2s.
Not looking for 1s and 2s.
Oh no, it's 3 go.
What?
3
Oh.
decided to run.
Well, at least they are only grots.
Gruesome. No. I wonder if you if they run from morale, who gets the experience points? Because you haven't killed them.
Kind of killed themselves.
Yeah, we'll have to look that up and see what actually happens for Crusade.
They will regret this day.
So we are back for Imperial Fist turn 3. Beanie, walk us through what movements you've made. We'll start over this side over here.
Okay, so my aggressor, as much as I'd like to leave him in combat, you get to fight first on this, and you might kill him with that bit, with the power claw. So I wanted to get away from that, and he's going towards your objective and your warlord. Because why not? Because that guy's a slag. Okay, so I've got these guys still in combat.
Yes, they are.
My warlord fell back to hide behind this rock in a manly fashion. And the suppressor, because he doesn't need to hold the objective as per the rules, he's jumped over so he can get some line of sight to maybe do some shooting. Or, see that little grot finger by there?
No, bud, you are not being able to draw that to that. There is no way. I'm literally down here. I'm down at his level.
Yeah.
You leave my grot boy alone.
No, he's a slag.
Right, so that is the movement phase. Let's go into some shooty pistols from the boys into the truck.
3s.
2 2s.
Okay, so my only other shooting is him.
Yep.
And he is going to shoot down into your boys.
Yep.
You don't see them.
Oh.
Hitting on 4s. Rerolling 1s for him. Hit once, wounding on 3s, rerolling 1s.
Ouch. And that's
2.
no save whatsoever, so just a dead ass boy.
Good.
Ouch.
But that is pretty much my shooting phase.
Okay. Charge phase. You're gonna do. You can't because you fell back here. So it's going to be.
He's going to attempt to charge him.
Sure. Okay. Cool. So let's roll some dice because obviously it's -2 because you're moving. Oh, he's fly keyword, so he doesn't get affected by that. So what does he need?
So he will need. Bloody hell, not much. So he needs a 5 to be within range.
Oh, okay.
Do you want Overwatch?
Surprisingly not. Oh, okay. The gods have decided that is not happening today.
I'm going to command point that.
That is fair enough.
Ooh, do I want...
Oh, because then you'll be...
No, right, okay. So going into the fight phase, I'm going to activate these...
I'm sorry.
Oh, yeah, you
I get to fight first with my pincher claw. Come on. Hitting on 5s. Hitting on 5s. Hitting on 5s. It's strength. And 5, so it's hit. Wounded on 3s. Ah, come on, man. Oh, it's Desco. Desco, yes. Yes, it wounds. -3. D3 damage. Oh, wait. Yes! Damn it. God damn it.
I did not see that coming. Right, okay.
Now they're going to fight back, so come on, absolutely destroy this truck.
Right, so only the one hit with the Thunder Hammer.
Yep.
So wounding on 3s. Cool. -3.
Okay, so no save,
So
but
flat
flat 3
3
damage. Ramshackle. No.
Good, it's finally
It is dead.
dead.
Does it explode?
No.
Damn it.
God.
So that is
Oh
the
yeah, from their piling as well, from the
Yeah, they
activation.
yeah, so they would
gonna
be
do some shuffling to grab that objective for me if they can.
It's fine, you could just say that they're
Now
consolidating.
now they're going to consolidate into that wall.
Very nice. Cool. The truck did a marvellous effort at
Oh yeah,
bottle.
that took way more effort than it should have to kill.
Right, so that is the end of the combat phase. There's no morale to take. They lost 1, so they're probably not going to fail that one with the big knob still in charge. So that's it.
Yeah, it was a pretty boring turn, but I consolidated it with a space.
Cool.
I've taken that objective now for my next command phase, unless you take it from me.
Yep.
Which obviously you could do very easily.
But we will see as we go into Orc turn 3.
We got it, boss. We got it. What do you want with it?
Okay, so we're back after Orc turn 3 movement, and the big mech gear grinder has moved up to look after his mech guns. He's very proud of them. He's a bit sad that he lost one already, plus there's a giant aggressor trying to stalk him down, and I don't want none of that. The singular grot over here has captured this in the previous round, so he got me 10 victory points. Thank you very much, mate. The boys have moved up to try and wrest control off of the intercessors over here for this command, for this objective, and this lowly grot tried to advance, hop the barrier, make a run for it down there, but didn't get as far as I would have liked. So now there's no psychic, so we're going to go into the shooting phase. The mech guns cannot see anything with their limited line of sight there, so the boys are going to plow 10 not even 10, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 shooters into the aggressor that's behind them.
What?
Yeah, because they're in a defensible position now, and I figure, well, as they're running away, they might as well just fire a few shots behind them as they try and take on his mates. So we're hitting on 5s, and there's one reroll, 1 for Death Skull, and there's a Daka, and there's a fail. Okay, cool. So there's 2 hits, strength 4 versus toughness 5, so 5s. There's 1 wound coming in.
No minus?
No minus.
So 3s.
And he's made it. And then the grot pistol is going to shoot across at the intercessors. Oh no, he can't because he advanced. So that is the end, I'm pretty sure, of my entire shooting phase. Very, very small this time around. So instead it's time for some charging phase, and these orcs here are going to charge into the intercessors there. Would you like to Overwatch?
No.
Okay, cool. So they're going to charge in for a
Yeah,
whopping 7. Cool. Right, so we'll be back once I've sorted this out, and we'll do some fighting. Okay, so the orcs have piled in, and we're going to do 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5 regular attacks. That's 2 attacks a boy. So that's 10 attacks coming in. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Hitting on 3s. I was going to say re-rolling, because I've been playing Spaceballs recently. Re-rolling bollocks. Bottle. Okay, so that is those hits, and 1 for Death Skulls. Get out of it. Okay, so wounding on 4s. Oh, that's not a good conversion. Rerolling 1. Boo. Okay, so there's only 2 wounds that are coming in from the regular boys.
Any minus?
No minuses. Nope, choppers.
8 3s.
Okay,
Made
1.
Failed 1, so he's on 1 wound.
Ooh. And then...
No, he was already on 1.
Oh, yes, one's down. And then, that's okay. And then the big knob with the power claw is going to do that. So that's 3 attacks coming in from that. Ooh, re-roll 1 for Death Skulls. Ouch. Okay, so only 1 hit. Wounding on 2s. Ooh, I'm going to re-roll that one, thank God. Yes, okay, phew. So that's -3, and it's D3. Come on.
Come on, Emperor.
Oh, okay, so it's D3 damage for 1, but re-roll for Death Skulls. Come on. Oh, come on, mate. Okay, so he is still alive.
Is he still alive?
I hate the fact that he's still alive after that.
So he was charged.
Yes, he was.
So he's pissed.
Yep.
And you killed his mate and
Yep.
maybe boyfriend? We don't know.
I like this. This is a love story now. I mean, he...
Hit once.
Yeah.
He was blind with rage
Yeah.
at the loss of his potential boyfriend. But he does wound.
He does kill.
He does pulp
He
someone.
absolutely kills this orc right
That
here.
does mean you take that from me.
Yes, it does. Okay, so that is the end of the combat. There's nothing else now. No morale to take because I've only lost 1 there, and I probably can't fail that. So that's it. We go into Beanie's turn 4.
I will not fall.
So we're back from Beanie's move turn 4. What has happened?
So, this aggressor is having a bit of a hide. But he is capturing that objective.
He is indeed.
Which is important if he can survive.
If he can survive, indeed.
Right, the captain here has moved into the middle, so he's given the 6-inch reroll to this guy, plus he's coming to support his singular friend right here. On top of that, that is it.
Yeah, this is a small game, so you get to see that it moves very, very quickly. So let's go into the shooting phase. Who do you want to shoot with first?
Okay, so he is going to put his 3 shots into him.
Cool, so it's a -1 to hit through dense terrain.
Okay, so 3s.
Nice.
5
oh
hits.
my god. I think this is a very dead grot now, so especially as it's 2s to...
And re-rolling the 1s. Which is lucky, because I love rolling 1s. Okay, so that is 5 wounds.
And it's minus...
Because I'm Oh no, I'm out the tactical doctrine. It's no minus.
Oh my giddy
No
arms.
save.
So I get...
No cover
No...
save.
So it's just 6 ups. So 5 6 ups. Can the grot do it? Unsurprisingly, he
No.
cannot. But he got 4 5s though. He really wanted to try.
And I'm now taking my
You are
objective.
indeed. Although technically you had it anyway because Grots do not have Disazar Zog off because they're just wee boys. So you had it by just moving in.
Okay, so he's going to shoot his pistol
Indeed he is.
into one of them, and he does not get a hit. He is definitely not within 8 of anyone
Nope.
in his little hidey hole. So straight into the charge phase, and my captain is going to charge your boys.
Awesome. Okay, cool. 7.
7,
That's probably in. Yeah.
Pretty confident he's in.
Cool.
And they can't overwatch because
They're already in combat.
Okay, so he is there, and take his little health with him.
Nice. So the nameless guy is going to attack 6 times, hitting on.
2s.
Ooh, whoa, that's all hits.
Wounding on 4s.
Oh.
This is where it goes wrong. So that's 3 wounds at -3.
Okay, so no saves, so it's
3 are
just...
dead.
There's 3 dead. Oh, no. And now we're tied for this objective. Oh, no. This is Mr. Frodo territory. But I do get to fight back now.
You do.
So I'm going to just do the one boy is going to attack the intercessor.
Okay, so he's got 2 attacks.
3s. And re-roll for the... Actually, no, I'm going to
no,
save the
so
re-roll for the...
yeah.
re-roll for the power claw, definitely. Wounding on 4s. It's a wound.
No minus.
No.
3 up. Yes.
He made it. Okay, so the power claw is... Does this guy have... He can only be wounded on 4s, can't he?
Yes.
Yeah, so instead I'm going to attack the intercessor
I was going to
instead.
say, I was going to warn you, maybe...
Yeah. So, hitting on 4s and re-rolling 1. There we go. Wounding on 2s.
Yeah.
Okay, so that's all wounds, and it's -3. Oh, okay, so it's, 3. Cool, I still hold the objective. Yes.
Do you, though? Because can't I pay 2 command points to fight again with a...
I don't know
Character.
if you can. If you can, then you can.
I'm going to go and have a look in the old codex.
I thought it was 3, but it might be
3.
Oh, we'll be right back. Oh, so he had to have died for that strat to become viable. So luckily I didn't actually target him. Is there anything else? Morale, they lost 3, did they? I mean, I don't know if...
Well, yeah.
6...
Definitely lost... Well, they lose... They definitely lose someone.
yeah,
then.
so they lose. So now we're tied.
1 or a 2 and you'll run.
Oh. Okay, so he's
it's
still
fine.
alive. Damn it. Okay, cool. Right, so that is the end of Imperial Fist turn 4.
You call that a chop? Gah, lot of ducker.
Okay, so we are back from Orc turn 4. It's been a slight movement here. The big mech, Gear Grinder, has found his nerve and he's jumped back in to try and capture that. So at least they're fighting for that one still. The mech gun has moved over to try and have a pop at this aggressor. This mech gun has moved over slightly to have a pop at this suppressor. This is going to be an absolute horrible combat for me. I definitely think I'm going to lose because Beanie is getting to attack first and he's got like 5 attacks, hitting on 2s and doing all sorts of nastiness right there. But we're in the shooting phase first, so I'll deal with that when it comes to it. So the first thing is going to be this mech gun targeting this aggressor for D3 shots, and it is 1 shot, hitting on 5s because it moved. No, because it doesn't get big guns. No, it's high. So hitting on 4s still. I'm going to pay a CP and re-roll that. There we go, and Daka. Thank you, mate. I mean, thank you, not so much, but okay.
No command points.
Nope. So I've just got to roll 2d6. If it's above 5, it wounds. And it is. It's -4 AP and it's d6 damage. So I guess it goes straight through.
Will you get +1 for being in cover? Does it?
He's not in terms of being. He's not directly
Right,
behind
okay.
that one. So it's d6 damage. Oh no. He's alive.
Yes.
He's alive.
He's alive on 1. What in the love?
Damn,
Christ,
damn,
over there.
damn. If only I had another CP to use, but this is the point of small games. And then the other mech gun is going to fire into that suppressor over there.
D3 shots.
D3 shots for
The
3.
The big 3 this time.
And we're hitting on 5s this time because it's going through dense cover.
It is indeed.
And it's 1 hit with a Daka. And so it's just 1 hit and it's
2 dice to get above 4.
to get 4. Cool, so it's 6, so that's -4 again, so this goes straight through, so this is d6 again. There we go, he is dead. Cool, so no one upholds that objective. That's something.
I still hold it.
Oh, he actually tagged it.
I've tagged it, it's mine.
Interesting, interesting.
Now, 5 phase. Over here.
The Grot is going to declare a charge against this guy here. He's coming in with a mighty...
Definitely. And I guess we'll attack first.
Oh, I forgot to do
Could
the...
potentially
I forgot to
get
do the pistols. The pistol Always remember your pistols, kids.
Shoot the pistols first.
Okay, so this is one attack with the grot coming in, hitting on 5s. No! Cool. Right, so now it is Beanie's turn to fight back. You gonna split attacks? You put it all into the grot, yeah? You gonna put it all into the grot?
I'm gonna put one into the grot.
Ah, God damn it, I shouldn't have reminded him.
Okay, so 2s, rerolling 1s.
Nice. Nice.
Forced wound. 2 wound. One wound,
yep.
-3, so he's dead.
Ooh, yes, he is dead. Because how much damage is it? Because he has 2 wounds.
Only the 1.
Ah, he's alive on 1 wound.
Okay, so I'm going to command point then, one of those, to try to go for that 4.
Okay.
I really need.
Yes, you do. He is
So
dead.
he's dead.
Cool, he is dead.
And now the 1 attack against your grot.
Oh my god, come on, grot. Come on, grot. Ah, well, yeah, okay.
Win on 2s.
Yes! The grot is still alive, and he can't re-roll it. Yes, the grot is still alive.
Neither of us hold it.
No, you hold it because you the grots,
yeah.
grots don't get the benefit for that. But he's still alive. Oh, jeez, Louise. Okay, cool. Right, so now we're going into the final turn. It's Beanie's turn 5.
I fear nothing, for I am fear incarnate.
The movement phase was decidedly short, but decidedly impactful because the aggressor stormed out after being shot in the face like, "You what, son?" and is probably about to unleash hell into my poor big mech gear grinder.
Yes.
And here we go. Here we go.
Let's just see if
2d6.
finally 2d6 does alright. It did.
Yay,
It did
10 attacks.
It's about goddamn time.
So, toughness 4 versus strength.
4.
Ooh,
Of course. Not great, but not terrible.
nice.
So that is 5 wounds.
So 5 wounds, any OP? Okay, so that's 5 4-ups. Ooh. 3 wounds have gone through that put him down to 1. Oh, actually, no, the first wound goes to the grot, so he's on 2 wounds. Whew. Whew. Sweating buckets over here. Come on, mate.
Oh,
come on.
pistol into your grot.
Yeah, makes sense.
2s.
Yep.
Win on 2s.
Nice. AP minus.
-1 because it's a pistol.
Okay, so that is dead. Dead grot. No.
That is my objective.
No.
Okay, now charge phase.
Yes, yes, yes.
Smashy, punchy face McGraw over here is going to punch this guy in his face.
Damn right he is.
That's what he's hoping anyway.
I mean,
he's gone all the way from here.
I know, he's like
all the way around.
the biggest journey ever.
Right, so charge.
Nice to really hammer it home. He is so in there.
So he's going to go there so he can maybe consolidate into a big gun.
No, please don't. Okay, cool. Right, so this is his. He's got 4 attacks, hasn't he?
5 attacks.
5 attacks, hitting on 4s.
Yeah, hitting on 4s. This is the hard bit.
Oh god, here we go.
And I'm going to pay a command point for Gene Wrought Might, so any 6s will be
Explodey.
No, it'd be an auto wound.
Oh, nice. Cool.
Didn't pay off.
Okay, so 2 wounds, and it's, what's this? Strength?
Ooh, actually, I'm going to pay a command point and reroll.
Sure.
Nope, 1 wound.
Okay, cool.
So strength 8 against 4, so 2s.
Cool, so only 1.
-3 though.
So it's a 5-up custom force field because it now works in combat, which is quite nice. So, what is it?
It's a 4.
Oh, come on.
3 damage.
Yay, he's still alive. He's on 1 wound. Yes. And have you moved outside of 3? Oh my god. Has this absolutely pied him off? This would be hilarious if this had actually happened. No, he's on the edge of the boundary for that, but it would be a gamey AF thing to say that he's outside. But at least he gets to fight back with 3 attacks with no AP.
He's only got 1 wound though, bud.
Hitting on 3s. I mean, he wants it. He wants it, bro.
No 5s.
He doesn't want it that much. Okay, cool. Cool beans. Right, so there's no morale to take. So now it moves into my turn 5.
Let's go get chopping!
Okay, so we are back and all guns are pointed at this aggressor because we want him dead. Because even though I might have lost the game, because I'm pretty sure that Beanie is 10 victory points ahead, I'm still going to give it my best shot. So, big Gear Grinder has fallen out of combat because I don't want to get punched in the face and have him die. So they're going to do both of their attacks against this aggressor. And it's 2d3 because we're going to do them both at the same time. So it's 3, 4. So 4 attacks, and this is hitting on 4s because there's nothing obstructing and they haven't moved. And there's 1 Daka. Oh, needed that.
You did.
And okay, this cool. So 2. Oh yeah. So this is
About 5.
about 5 on this. So that is 1 wound. And that is only... Oh, it's 5 as well. So that's 2 wounds, but he's got -4, so he's only got 1 wound. So he's
got 1 wound.
I mean, we'll do...
Would you like to roll your 2d6 damage to see how much your Leon levels of damage you took to kill him?
It's like the thing in D&D where you describe your own kill. It's just like there's no point to it other than your own satisfactions. Here we go. They did a massive 6 damage to him.
Yeah, that guy died 6 times over, but he served the Emperor 6 times.
Now, there is nothing else. The Imperial Fists have their leader alive at the back. I have got 2 Met guns and my leader there. It was a bloody, well-fought battle full of tricks, trials, tribulations, and other words beginning with T. Yeah. Terror, pure terror. But Beanie has won out, I'm pretty sure, by 10 victory points. Okay, so we are back. This is the new stage that you might not be familiar with, because even though Beanie has won and his Crusade force goes marching on, or clanking, as the case would be with this giant big boy over here, it's not over yet, because what happens is that every time a model or a unit dies, you have to roll for an out of action test. On a 2-up, nothing happens, but on a 1, you choose one of the following effects. Your unit either loses D6 experience points, cannot be marked for greatness, so basically it just means that they struggle to level up and they can't have their agendas achieved either, or you choose to get a battle scar, and battle scars are horrible. So I've got to roll for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 units, because even though the Met guns are all deployed at the start, they're counted as separate units, so that could be pretty horrible. But Beanie's going to roll for his 1, 2, 3, 4 units. So pick a unit and roll.
Intercessors. They're fine.
They're fine.
Bryn is fine.
He's fine.
The aggressors are fine.
Yep.
And the suppressors are fine.
Cool, so they make it through with shining colours. Did you achieve your secret agenda as well?
I did. My secret agenda, as the people will know, was Reaper. Ooh. And out of all of my squads that did damage, this squad of aggressors absolutely battered everyone.
Well, they went from all the way over there, all the way over there, and just caused a ton of damage. Yeah, it was brilliant.
Yeah, so they got the Reaper tally, so they get 2 extra command points, plus because I won, I got to do the mark for greatness for 2.
Which immediately gives your unit of your choice 3 experience points, and you need 5 to level up. And leveling up means that you get extra bonuses to your ranged weapons, melee weapons. Cool. It's really cool. You basically get to customize your things. And further down the line, once they level up enough, they can take legendary Crusade relics, and they are stupid powerful. But we'll get to that in many months' time. Yeah. So, have they passed and leveled up then?
So they've passed and leveled up.
Yeah.
So they'll be leveling. And because I got to do the 2, I decided, because Bryn is my honorary warlord, I gave him mark for greatness. Cool. So, along with the, just the participation 1 point that you get, he's got 4, so he's pretty close.
He's pretty close to leveling up as well. Yeah. Cool, so we'll roll for his their benefits in a minute. Now we'll go through into the orcs, which I imagine I'll be rolling a lot of ones. So we'll do the burner bomber first. He's passed, thank God. Okay, so we've got the truck. Oh, scraping by, bro. Then we've got the grots. Super grots. Then we've got the second set of grots. Super grots. Then we've got the boys. They're the ones that I actually was really worried about because I needed them to do. And then the Met gun is fine as well. So no out of action tests were needed. Ooh, the pressure that you feel from that. Imagine doing this on a huge battle. It's going to be a nightmare. But I also achieved my agenda, which was basically just that Gear Grinder survived. And he gets 2 experience points. He would have got 4 if he'd survived on more than half health, but Beanie took him down to 1, so he just scraped by. And even though these Met guns here killed a lot, they've not killed enough to level up. So no one's leveling up here. He does get... I am going to mark him for greatness, though, so actually, Gear Grinder does level up, so we're going to be rolling on him, because he gets 1 for the participation, 3 for mark for greatness, and 2 for achieving his secret agenda. So, now we're going to go onto the table and find out what fun stuff we get, and we don't know what that is yet, so we're just going to grab the book.
Okay, so we did a bit of umming and ahhing when I was trying to decide what I wanted to do with these boys, because there was 3 options for them. There is giving them a battle trait, which is just to their characters themselves, or to their ranged or melee weapons. So I rolled the dice, got a 2 on it, in fact, and that means I'm choosing character.
Here we go.
So we're setting a house rule that we are rolling for any of these tables, because picking will make it boring. So my 6 options are here, and let's see which one I get. A 1.
Okay.
So I've got fleet of foot. So add 1 to the move characteristics, and in addition, add 1 to the advance and charge.
Oh, that's perfect for them, because that means that they were covering a lot of distance, and it's kind of thematic after what happened there. Ah, that's very cool. Yeah, so that's going to be quite devastating for these aggressors. Yes. Awesome. Now you got to come up with a name for them now.
Yeah, I will. Don't worry. Well, they're Firebat at the moment, just because they are the rip-off of the StarCraft characters, aren't they?
Amazing.
Let's not be.
And Gear Grinder has leveled up to take a relic. What's that? He's taken a relic. Yes, in Crusade you get relics that are customized to the Crusade, and he's chosen the Master Crafted Power Armor, which improves his save by 1, bringing it from a 4 to a 3, and he gets a 6 up Feel No Pain. So all in all, he gets his 3 up, then is 5 up invulnerable if it gets taken to that because of the custom force field, and then a 6 up Feel No Pain. I want him to survive because custom force fields are very, very useful in this game. But yes, that's been it for our first Crusade battle. A huge victory to Beanie and a commiserating but close defeat for the Orcs. So close, so close. And we're going to be back next week on Monday Night War for a 50 power level battle. 50. I know, so double that, double the action, double the death. It's going to be something else. But yeah, stay tuned for Live and Let Stars for all things to do with Warhammer 40k and board games in general. Make sure that you check us out on our live streams on Wednesday and Sunday, and we will see you soon. Beanie, say something profound.
I like cake.